Hi guys, Murder here. Welcome back to Gary Grigsby War in the East, the German campaign. We are playing as the German Reich, attacking the Soviet Union in 1941. This time we'll be starting in turn 4, the fresh turn that we have finished last episode. Let me just fix the screen. The usual stuff. Yeah. We'll be starting from the Army Group North with our freshly created or freshly staffed X-Corps, our elite siege unit. But before we come down to the Army Group North, let me start with the Finnish troops that have been activated in this turn for the first time. If you take a closer look, then you will see that only the northern part of the Finnish troops are active. The southern part is still inactive. We have here the orange troops. These are 7th Corps and 6th Corps. And the green troops are part of the Finnish 2nd Corps. What's our plan here? The plan is to cut off as many Soviet units as possible. I will just remind you that here we can see the Finnish no attack line. So it's basically the line of the previous border from before the Winter War. Around here in Leningrad, Finns decided they won't cross this border and won't help with the Germans taking Leningrad. If the Germans take Leningrad, then the Finns can move further south. So the Finnish troops are not particularly useful if we breach the front line. So their only task is to encircle and capture as many Soviet units as possible. We don't need to be fast, we don't need to do anything actually, and we need to focus on killing the Soviets. The Finnish no attack line extends to the river Sphere. And I will probably discuss the strategical situation around here later, because this port is the most important port that can send stuff to Leningrad, which will be under siege, and the Finns cannot take this port because it's under the no attack line. So the Finns are double useless, at least in 1941. Okay, so let's start with identifying weak spots in the Soviet line. The obvious ones are this: it's only 4 strength, only 4 strength, and only 3 strength. Those are the ones that you don't want to touch, like head on, because they are very tough, tightly fortified, 2nd level forts, and we want to encircle them if possible. So we start with this fort. Let's use deliberate attacks and put any away. Use deliberate attacks, but we cannot actually get in. We can use the regiments. There are 2 regiments here of the 2nd Finnish Infantry Division, the 1st Regiment and the 2nd Regiment. The 3rd Regiment is up here, it says here, 3rd Regiment, and they could be merged into one division using this like empty box, but they would need to be put on the same hex. We won't do this for now, but we might do this later. We can move the regiments here in the freshly conquered position, so they will be trying to cut off the Soviet division. They don't exert zone of control, unfortunately, as there are only regiments, only divisions exert zone of control, so the Soviet division can move freely around. But hopefully, maybe the AI won't move it. We'll see. Let's try to attack the next position. I think I made a mistake. I should have attacked with the regiments here and then move the division. So better to say attack with the regiments here and then move the division to exert zone of control, like here and like here, so this one wouldn't be able to escape. But I think I made a mistake. I won't load it again to show you, but I hope I explain it, what could be done better, because now we have no movement points to move to this height. Okay, so it was our first mistake. Not first, but first in Finland. Here, to not make the same mistake, I think what we have here, we have two divisions. We will use probably... Here we have a Finnish Jäger brigade. Jäger means like hunter in German. And I think it depicts a light brigade without artillery. Maybe without heavy weapons, I don't remember. Yeah, so we use those two units, but now we can use the third one to move forward and exert zone of control here. We have one more division, Finnish division here. We can try to move here and storm the Soviet position. No, it's a bad idea. I shouldn't have done this. We can move this division up. And we can push back the border regiment even further. Now the regiments cannot move forwards. No, I secured the HQ so it won't be automatically bombed. Yeah, it's as much as we could do in Finland with this minor mistake. We'll see if the AI evacuates the divisions, or will it stay and fight. We'll see. Let's come back here to our main attacking force, Army Group North. Before proceeding, let's do some recon. Interesting, no Soviet forces. Yeah. So they building around Gilki Łuki. This one unit here, but no actual resistance on the way to Leningrad. They put a lot of units inside Leningrad, but none on the approaches. Yeah. We won't be attacking in this direction particularly strongly, so they can move as many troops as they want here. We'll be moving like here, straight into the city. Yeah, great. And no troops. No troops here. Let's start with... what do we start with? Let's start with railroad repair. It's the most pleasant part of the turn, I would say. What do you think? Please, if you have any like feelings or ideas or something you would like to discuss, feel free to comment in the comment section below the video. I'm more than eager to answer anything. Yeah, so we have how does our railroad look. We are actually quite close to the front line. And in the Army Group North, the supplies and fuel won't be as much of a problem as held of the Soviet fortifications around Leningrad. Okay, so let's move up the units. We'll divert one infantry corps to the north. We'll go to secure Estonia and put pressure on this fragment, so the Soviets may need to react or not. Just to secure our flank. And this will be the L Corps, meaning the corps number 50 in the Roman numerals. We have our X Corps is here, we have our 28th Corps, and yeah, we'll be moving it forward as far up as possible. This one? Yeah. One division. Let's move it up. We have here some infantry, we can use it. We can use it to attack the tank division. Both. I think both. No, even both didn't work. Do you wonder? No? Yeah. Good job. I should have maybe put the HQ closer to the front line. That's okay. One attack should be enough. This is infantry of our X Corps, so let's leave it. Leave it for now. Let's move the other units. We'll need also some troops around Wielkie Łuki just to hold the front line. So maybe the 26th Corps will send it, divert it a little bit to the south. Together with its HQ. We have here 3 infantry divisions from the reserves. We'll be dispersing them around different corps soon enough when they reach the actual front line. The HQ is okay. HQ is okay. Okay. So now the X Corps. The X Corps as our infantry vanguard. have one division here. This is the second corps divisions. Let's move them like something like that. So we provide a well-rounded front line. I have to move this. I think I will divide this one into regiments, because this railroad here that says Baltic Rail Zone, but this one is our target railroad that we'll be repairing. So we have to provide security for this particular railroad. So we will be sending one regiment down here and some regiments up to preserve the front line. So the HQ. You could use the security division to provide security. Yeah, exactly. But we'll be using it in a different way. Let's divide it into regiments as well, and put one of the regiments in a big city. We'll be sending one north to occupy the Tallinn and one to occupy Pskov. The security regiments serve this purpose, that the cities can produce partisans. The Soviet Union relied a lot on partisans that were left behind the front line, and they can appear in this game as well, but they are like produced by the cities, unoccupied cities. So the security regiments prevent that, the partisans from spawning and cutting our railroad. So occupying it with a unit prevents that. Yeah, we have one more security division, but I think we will use it as a result of a front-line troop, because yeah, there are no more big cities till Leningrad, maybe Novgorod. Yeah. So what's left? This division is left, and there are two more divisions of the score. We will send one to bomb the tank even more. Exactly. And the last one. It shattered, so it's gone for good. Let's see. It's not a combat unit. We have one more left. Let's secure our southern flank. It's around there. The X-Corps. Wrong core. Yeah, it's the right HQ. Yeah. And now what's left is the mobile forces. We have four divisions in this particular Panzer Corps, and the other one, and 3 divisions in the other one. Our movement points are on the short side, so it's 18, 12. And what we'll do is bring one corps back to the left side of the Velikaya River, so closer to our supply line to refuel the core. And the other one will secure us as much territory as possible. So it will prevent the Soviets from constructing a defense line. We'll choose the smaller core to move forward and the larger core to refuel. Let's stack it up. 2 more divisions. This one. So hopefully next turn we'll be having like 50 movement points or 40 something movement points, and we can drive further up. But the 41st Panzer Corps, will be moving up. We can put our air base here and use our planes to resupply our units even more. Transport fuel, 8th Panzer Division launch. I'm not using the, let me take a look. What units are here? 106 and 102 and 9. So the second and 9. Okay. We've flown to 8th Panzer Division, let's fly to 36th Panzer Division. Let's fly to 7. And let's fly to the motorist. One more, let's say 7. Okay, no more. Yeah, and they will receive also additional fuel from the railroad, and we will be good to go. We can also use this rail repair. And this one. You'd be asking, why do we make such a loop? That it goes like here, and it goes like here, and it joins around here in Daugavpils. Because if one of our railroad is severed or destroyed by the partisans, then the rest actually works, and the supply can flow through the other side of the loop. That's why we do this, just to be sure. Because one turn of no supply when the railroad is broken by the partisans, one turn of the shortage of supplies may be detrimental. for our offensive. We could be more aggressive with our planes, put them forward and bomb the enemy, but there's no need for this, and we are saving the tracks, the vehicles, so they could transport more fuel to our mobile units. We are doing just good on the land, as good as we could. Additional bombing wouldn't actually have had any difference, like an influence. Yeah, I think that concludes the Army Group North and Army Group Finland, how it's called, the Army Group here. Karelian Finnish Army and Finnish High Command. Yeah, so basically Finnish command. But I would like to discuss something more. One more thing, like Steve Jobs would have said. One more little thing. We were talking lately about the leaders when we were selecting our leader for the siege corps, and the best infantry leader in Germany, nation Germany, is Walter Model. The best mechanized leader is Hans Guderian. And I would like to ask you a question. Do you agree with this choice? The developers have placed only one German leader as with the score 9 in the mechanized troops, and only one infantry leader with the score 9, so the best score available. And do you agree? I personally do not agree with the choice of Walter Model. He wasn't the best German general at all, I think. Especially in 1941, he was commanding a single division, and it was a mobile division. So I don't know why the score of 9 in the infantry and such a high score in morale, initiative, and some low score in the admin. He made some more mistakes later in the war, and he was generally very good commander, but I don't think he was the best commander. I would have singled out this guy, Erich von Manstein. He has extremely high value of initiative here, but like very good, but not the best score in the mechanized department and the infantry department. But I think Erich von Manstein was the best German general, and a lot of Soviet leaders also pointed him out when they were asked about German leaders. Heinz Guderian was really also very good, but he was also very megalomaniac, and a lot of his aspiring to the top 1 spot in the German army is of marketing, not really of his tactical skills. But I'm not bashing him, I'm not saying he was bad. I think he was very good, he was a visionary, but I think Erich von Manstein was a better leader. Heinz Guderian was very proficient when it comes to theory. He proposed the whole Blitzkrieg doctrine. It was not called Blitzkrieg, the name Blitzkrieg was actually forged after the war, but he was the father of the German doctrine, but I think Erich von Manstein was better officer, better general. I would like to also point out one leader, Walter Nering, that in my opinion was the best leader of mechanized forces in the German army. Here he has a mediocre 7. And I think it's very not justified. Tell me your opinions, post them below in the comments. Who do you think from this list or from the outside of this list is the best German officer leading frontline troops? See you guys, and hope you will be there for Army Group Center that will be coming soon. Bye!